You ever look around and think, how the fuck is this guy making 10K per month from copywriting? He's not better than you, he's not smarter than you, he's more talented than you. He doesn't even know copywriting better than you. He doesn't even know how to outreach. You see his messages and you're like, what the fuck, did this really get a client? That copywriter doesn't have a better personal brand than you, he doesn't have a better personality than you, he doesn't have anything better than you. You're probably better than this copywriter in every single area in life. And I'm not even gonna mention all the other areas that you're better than him. And yet, he's making more money than you. How's the fucking possible? I used to get really pissed off at this. I'd sit there thinking every single word in my copy. Should I say it like this? Should I say it like that? Should I change this word? Should I change that word? Should I say it like this or that? Or what is the best way to say it? Triple checking every single message in my outreach, making a gazillion tweaks and optimizations to it, until eventually it doesn't even sound like a real human saying it. It sounds like a fucking robot. Meanwhile, that complete fucking retard, was making truckloads of cash while I couldn't even make a single dollar. And that's when it hit me. This fucking copywriting game has nothing to do with how smart you are. In fact, being too smart might be the single reason you're not making the money you want. And that's the topic of today's video. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Orestis. I've been in this game for 3 years. I've worked with many 7-9-figure clients, helping them make millions. I've made more than 100K for my own self, 6 figures plus in earnings, profit. I've coached many people how to get to 2K, 5K, 10K per month. And that's just my accolades to build some proof, bro. Because I know you fucking sit there and you're like, does this guy know what he's talking about? Or is he just another guru? No, motherfucker, I'm still working with clients. So, I'm gonna tell you some good secrets. And after speaking to hundreds of copywriters from beginner to intermediate to advanced, this is one of the biggest patterns that I've been seeing in this space. Smart copywriters are clientless for fucking months or even years, while retarded clients, retarded copywriters are making fucking gazillions of dollars, even though they're stupid, while they're only working 1 to 4 hours a day. How is that possible? That's what I'm gonna explain here. I'm gonna share with you the difference between the smart ones versus the dumbasses so you can know exactly what to do to scale your income to the next level. And this is what's gonna allow you to start living your dream lifestyle, whatever that be for you. Whether it's fucking driving supercars in Dubai, or, you know, spending more time with your family, or pursuing your passion full time just like I am for fighting, or whatever you're really into. I don't know. Whatever you're into, this video is gonna help you get there. And make sure to still to the end, because I'm also gonna share with you my golden rule for getting better every single day. So first, let me share with you a fighting analogy. You have two fighters, the smartass and the dumbass. The smartass is always thinking, he's always analyzing, he's always strategizing, he's looking for the best, the smartest, the most optimal way to train. He studies film, he watches breakdowns, he knows all the theory and footwork on feints or fucking punches, kicks, whatever. And while that's good, I'm not saying it doesn't help you. It definitely helps you to know all this stuff. But even though he knows all this stuff, there's a big problem. When the fight starts, he hesitates. He second guesses, he's stew in his head, he's thinking, what if I attack but I get countered, then I get knocked out and everybody laughs at me and this and this and this and this, and they start creating some fucking story that is never gonna happen. And because he wants to stay safe in his little box, the fight ends up being more boring than a fucking grandma show, or he loses. He's too smart for his own good. Then you've got the dumb fighter. He shows up every single day to train, he keeps practicing the basics again and again and again, as if he's stupid, as if there's only this combination, there's only these things I practice, and there's nothing else. He just focuses on these things, and he doesn't think about, oh bro, what is the most optimal way? What is that other thing? What is that new fancy shiny object syndrome thing that I can focus on? He doesn't get fancy. He trains smart and hard, not long. He doesn't try to change his fighting style and strategy every 15 minutes. And more importantly, he doesn't doubt his coach. And while the smart guy thinks he's making progress because he's training smart and optimally and whatever, the dumb guy is progressing more simply because he's putting in more reps, as if he's fucking dumb and there's nothing else he can work on, and there's nothing for him to optimize. He's not afraid to look stupid, he's not constantly changing his training routine, he's out there just doing the reps and doing exactly what his coach tells him to do. Now, I want to make something very clear. I'm not saying you shouldn't learn, and I'm not saying you shouldn't try to optimize your process. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't be like 95% of the time you're optimizing and trying to learn something, and 5% taking action. I'm talking about the exact opposite. 5% of the time you are optimizing and learning, or 10% of the time you're doing that, then 90 to 95% of the time you're taking action like a fucking retarded person, like a dumbass. So another mistake a lot of smartasses will do is they will join a fucking mentorship or a program. The person will give them a fucking proven outreach system, client getting system, over delivering system, and they're gonna be like, oh fuck man, like this part could be optimized. I think I'll reword this thing a little bit. Actually, I saw this other guy sending this other message first, and he got a client. Maybe I'll try that instead. Oh, and the personal brand? I don't fucking need the personal brand. I'm just gonna leave that out. It's like, it's okay, it doesn't really make much of a difference, right? Wrong. This has happened many times in the mentorship. Like, I'm telling you, the only people who joined my mentorship and haven't gotten it to 2K to 5K per month or more is that they didn't apply what I gave them. Every time I've applied these systems, me or anybody else, they have landed clients. And right now, I'm in the process of getting hired by $500+ million clients. I'm not even gonna get into these details, like, whatever. But you know what else these copywriters do? These fucking smartasses. They will take that system. Let's say they join the mentorship. They will take that system. They will send 3 outreaches. They won't get replies. And then they're gonna be like, fuck, that program didn't work. Fuck, copywriting is dead. Fuck, there's not many copywriting clients left. Fuck, maybe copywriting isn't for me. What do I do? And then they start panicking. They start being scared. They start leaving the game. They start trying other business models. When the real problem was, they were just too smart for their own good. And as a side tip, if it was true that copywriting is dead, then it would be true for everyone. And so if at least one person is experiencing the outcome you want to experience, but you're not experiencing it, then it's just a limiting belief. If it wasn't possible for you to land 2K to 6K per month copywriting clients, how do you explain me or my students landing this type of clients inside the Copy Client Knockout Mentorship? How do you explain that? So what does the dumb copywriter do? Once again, he just follows the fucking system like a dumbass. He doesn't ask 27 different questions about each line and how do you do this and this and how does this connect. He just follows the fucking system to the T. But then you've got the dumb copywriter, once again, person who doesn't overthink, doesn't ask 27,000 different clarifying questions about this and this and this and this and this. He doesn't try to get clever. All he does is follow the proven system that his mentor gave him to the T. He just copy and paste, he copies and pastes, he copies and pastes. The outreach system that he gave him, he does exactly what he told him. He repeats, he gets feedback from his mentor, he implements, he repeats, copies and pastes, more feedback, blah, 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 blah. And boom, 2K to 5K per month copywriting clients are sitting in your lap right now. How would that feel? That's exactly what happened to many of my students. Like, even to 15 to 16-year-old students. I even have 13 to 14-year-olds making more money than you. Think about it. 13 to 14-year-olds in my mentorship are making more money than you right now. How crazy is that? This is what happened to my 16-year-old student Octavian, who went from almost zero, he was making a couple $100 here and there, to making $7,000 per month as a 16-year-old. Now he's 17 years old. And he didn't have to outreach all day. He was still in school and he was still going to the gym. So he wasn't even a basement goblin either. So isn't it crazy? 16-year-olds making 7K a month while you sit there making either nothing or the pennies or $100 or maybe 1K per month. It's like, isn't it crazy? This is the same thing that happened to my student Jimmy, who went from 0 to 1.5K per month, a retainer, in just 4 days of joining the Copy Client Knockout Mentorship. 30 days later, he had like 3 to 4 premium clients paying him what he was worth. And again, English isn't his first language. He's not smarter, more talented, whatever than you. He is still in school, so he didn't have all the free time in the world. He's still going to the gym. He has a girlfriend. And so If he can do it, why not you? Or Usman, who got coached by me for just 30 days and he closed more than $3,000 worth of deals with just 1 month of coaching. And again, these copywriters weren't smarter than you, more talented than you, or luckier than you. They just didn't have to reinvent the system, just like you probably have. They just didn't waste time trying to reinvent the wheel, just like you probably are right now. And you know who else is smart, don't you? College professors, mathematicians, data scientists. These motherfuckers are smart as fuck, but most of them are broke. They're working 60 hours per week, living paycheck to paycheck, barely making rent, never taking any risk, never building any leverage, never building their personal brand, never building their own business. Why? Because the whole identity is built on being smart, being perfect, and being the best person in the room. But let me ask you this. Which type of person do you want to be? And what type of story would you rather tell your children and your grandchildren in the future? Would you rather be the person who stayed comfortable, doing nothing, and trying to be smart, and because of that not taking enough action and not getting the outcomes you want from life? Or you being done for a few weeks, days, or months and getting the outcome you want? One of my biggest philosophies in life is that the bigger the dragon you slay, the better the story you have to tell. So right now, if you're afraid of making mistakes, if you're afraid of just getting out there, just taking action like a motherfucker, and it intimidates you that you're gonna have to take so much action, then probably this game isn't for you, bro. Probably this game isn't for you. If you're not ready to just put in the work and just grind, it's gonna work for you, man. I'm sorry to say this to you. It's not gonna work for you. If you're not ready, for example, in my mentorship, the only requirements that I have is for you to be able to take action for 1 or 2 hours a day, be coachable, and be ready to work. That's all. That is fucking all. Take advice, be coachable, have 1 or 2 hours a day to focus on copywriting, and I'm gonna get you to 2K to 5K per month. I'm gonna give you all of my systems guaranteed. And that's the difference between copywriters who are getting to 5K to 10K per month from the ones who keep struggling, blaming the market, their circumstances, and their background. I know for a fact that some of the people watching this video think they're fucking dumb, but they're actually way smarter than they realize. And since you're watching this video, it means you're trying to learn from other people's mistakes, so props to you for that. And that's what actual smart people do. They learn from other people's mistakes, just like you decided to do just by sticking around till the end of this video. And just like I promised you in the beginning, here's my golden rule for learning that allows you to make the most progress possible while actually getting better every single day without feeling overwhelmed. Is that 90% of the time goes into action and only 10% of your time goes into learning. Because one of the things I realized is, it actually happened a few days ago, where I was in my bed starting to sleep and I'm like, bro, why do I have some limiting beliefs right now? Like, for the past few months, I've been feeling like a fucking monster, relentless, boom, 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 boom. And so I decided to consume some content because I wanted to learn something about a specific topic, nothing related to copywriting or marketing. And I spent a lot of time watching content on that. And I'm like, bro, why the fuck do I feel like this today? It's because I've been consuming a lot of content lately and not taking enough action for 2 to 3 days. So I realized that the more action you take, also the happier you feel. And another thing is, your conscious brain, your brain, can only be aware of one thing at a time. So if you're trying to learn or implement more than one thing at a time, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So what I like to do now is try to have one action step at a time. This is what's gonna help you. Even if you think it's like, oh, just one thing, you're actually gonna make much more progress than you would if you were to have like 10 action steps at the same time. So with all that said, if you wanna get to 5K per month with copywriting, all you have to do is learn from other people's mistakes, avoid trying to outsmart the process, learn from people who are already ahead of you, where you wanna be, follow a proven system that has gotten results for other people, and you're gonna get there 100% guaranteed. I promise you that. And whether you wanna become a 5K per month copywriter, start dating your dream girl, become a better fighter, have a better physique, only one thing is for certain. You're going to have to shut down your conscious brain and stupidly follow the advice of somebody who's already gotten where you are. Because if what you knew worked, if your brain worked, I'm not saying you're stupid, you would already get there. but your way of thinking hasn't served you. So wouldn't it be crazy for you to just keep doing what doesn't serve you instead of just learning from somebody who already knows what to do? That's all that's really separating you from that dumbass who's making more money than you, having more clients than you, and having more freedom than you. It's just that they follow a proven system. And sometimes, the moment you stop being smart is the moment you start getting paid. So, hit subscribe, like, share this video, and if you want my help on getting there, if you want to get all of my proven systems that I've already gotten clients 2K to 5K per month for dozens of copywriters before you, and get me in your corner to grab you by the hand and get you to those clients, review your stuff every single day, your outreach, your copy, and many more things, just DM me and I'm gonna fucking coach you to get a 2K to 5K per month. Let's fucking go!